Okay, and I am live again. I know I was just live streaming a while ago when I went to Walmart, and I am back. So I'm not expecting a lot of participants tonight because I was just with them or I was just with you. So Hulk mode is here already. Thank you so much, Hulk, for being the first one to be here. I know you were with me in my stream just a few minutes ago when I went to Walmart. Chester is also here. Hi, Chester. Glad to see you back. Benji is here. Thank you for being back also. I know you were also just with me a while ago. And Oliver, hello there. Freddie Mayo. Yeah, you like the Walmart stream. Thank you. That's the first time. I wasn't even sure if I could do that. I hope there wouldn't be any complaints that I was doing a live stream right there. Oh, you missed the stream. That's okay, Freddie. I will be doing a lot of streams later in the future. Oliver, you made it this time. Yes, I decided to do this tonight a little bit earlier because, like I mentioned, I am going to watch the finals of the America's Got Talent. Hi there, Nevea. Welcome back again. I know you were also with me a little while ago in my live stream. So, welcome back and thank you for being here. Hulk mode, I wonder if those people you saw subbed. Okay. Yep, from Livea. Thank you again. So, anyway, I mentioned earlier that I wouldn't be doing the warm ups, the regular warm ups from the students, because I didn't have the time today. Plus, I only had three class periods for high school, and did you see the Emmys yesterday? I don't watch it, but I thought you would. Actually, I wanted to, but for some reason I forgot about it. And then I think I went to bed early right after the stream or whatever I was doing. I was so sleepy and my eyes were closing and I was really tired. So I fell asleep on the couch and missed the Emmys. Anyway, there's always the YouTube and I can watch it later. So thanks for reminding me that. Um, so tonight, like I said, I will be watching the finals of the America's Got Talent. I watched it from day one, so I wanted to know who's gonna make it, who's gonna win the $1 million. Last the last season, last year when they had it, a Filipina a Filipina contestant, 10 years old, named Angelica Hale, almost made it. She was the second runner-up. She was. I was hoping she would win, but I know the one who won was really very talented. She's a ventriloquist and she was really good. But it would have been nice if a Filipina, 10-year-old Filipina, would have won the America's Got Talent and win the $1 million. Who's in the finals? There's a lot of them. I think there's about uh, 10 of them, 10 in the finals. Yeah. It's all different. There's somebody who sings, somebody who does different kinds. There's a magician and somebody doing like the circus thing and all that. So anyway, I saw that video of you at that Philippines restaurant. You did. Oh, okay. That's nice to know. Thank you. So anyway, hi Brado or Brado. Anyway, I'm here for the live stream for my regular segment, the substitute teacher stories. So I'm gonna do that. Mrs. Lee, one of these days, can you make sign and go live? Maybe like Thursday, if you're not busy, it would be funny. You need glue, shaving cream, and Stride detergent. I may do that. I may do that. Yeah, thanks for giving me the idea. I mean, I could do anything in my live stream, and I'm sure a lot of you would love to see whatever I am doing. So, yeah, maybe I would one day. Your grandson dancing got a lot of views. Yeah, I think it has over 2,000 views now. So I made two of them, and the other one was just really, really short, just for 10 seconds. So I will try to do another one a little bit longer. Yeah. Okay. So, like I mentioned, I'm here for the substitute teacher stories, and today was a better day for me compared to my long-term subbing in the previous school, the sixth, seventh, and eighth mixed students. Sixth, seventh, and eighth in one classroom, and there's so many of them. So I'm glad I'm over with that. And today I had high school students, and overall it was a good day for me. So yay! Anyway, the first class I had, I only have four class periods. One of them is a planning period, so I had 90 minutes of me time. I was free and I was able to do what I needed to do. So anyway, thank you for that. The first period was like a middle school classroom. I had 25 out of the 28 students in the attendance. A lot of them were talking a lot, and a lot of them doesn't care, to work on their activity for the day. Some, maybe five or six of them, were not working, and the excuse was they do not have a book or the textbook. So I was able to provide one, which is I don't know where it was on a teacher's desk, and I let another student borrow or share with her textbook because I think it's not an excuse not to do your work if you don't have a textbook. So anyway, aside from that, while they were doing their work, there was a boy who just suddenly, all of a sudden, without warning or anything, out of the blue, he just suddenly played loud music. He just played it loud, so all the rest of the students started laughing, and I said, you don't do that in my classroom. You don't do that. Don't do it again because you're going to be in trouble. You don't just play loud music just like that. So anyway, I'm glad that he didn't do it again. And there was also another student who just kept on walking around, changing seats, even if I told them not to change seats, and she was just walking around, and she was giving gums to these three guys. She was most of the time, she was most of the time going to one area with all these guys and chatting, tapping them and playing, being playful with them and handing them handing them all this stuff that she has. And so when I told her, "Can you stop giving away gums?" and she looked at me, she's like, "It's not gums." So anyway, I said, "Whatever it is, could you just stop it and please go back to your seat?" So, and I'm glad she also obliged. She complied with my instruction, and even though she didn't do her work at all, it was okay with me because she then stayed in her own seat. There was also another student. I saw her using a cell phone, and everybody knows that cell phones are not allowed in the classroom. So I went, I approached her and I told her to put away her cell phone. And surprisingly, she told me, she looked at me and said, "Don't be stalking me. I don't want anybody stalking at me." And I said, "I'm not stalking. I'm trying to tell you to put away your cell phone." And she said, "Yes, you're stalking, so stop stalking. I don't want you stalking at me." I said, "No, we have rules that we can't have cell phones, so put it away." And then after that, I just left her and I said, "I'll just write a note to your teacher." Aside from that, everything else was good. And I had my second period planning, and during that 90-minute period, I was able to have a nice talk with a longtime friend. And we talked about my coming trip to the Philippines. I will be in the Philippines from November 2nd to 13, 12 actually, because one day travel, I come back on the 13th. So we had a good chat, and we talked about the trip and how I am preparing for this Jollibee outreach for the street children in Manila, which I will tell you about when it comes closer. Okay. So anyway, your glasses sound crazy. I'm so into this stream. I'm acting like it's the movie, but I have popcorn and juice. That's so nice, Livia. I think that's a good idea while you're watching popcorn and juice. You just made me hungry. Okay, so anyway, on my third period, because I have second period planning, on my third period, I had 28 out of 33 students. Um, there were two students who were dancing around. I don't know why a lot of students like to dance around, even without music. Most of the time, the students are doing the Fortnite dance or whatever is, in at the moment. But these two students were just dancing, but they were quiet, so I just left them alone. And there was also, when I did the attendance, you know how sometimes some students would sneak in hoping that the substitute teacher will not know that they do not belong to that classroom, that they're from another class. But not in my class. You see, when I sub, I make a seating chart arrangement, and when I'm done with my attendance, I know if there's somebody who doesn't belong to the classroom. So I approached her and asked her name, and she gave me the name of another student that is in that classroom. So she thought that she was smart enough to give the name of a person that is not there, that is absent. So then I had some doubts, and I asked her, "What's your student ID number?" So when I saw that she was trying to make up some numbers, like she said, 1 1, and I knew right then and there that she is not what she was telling me she was, and this was not her classroom. She was just skipping her class from another teacher, and so then I told her, so you're claiming that you are so and so, and your student ID number is so and so. And she was like, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to call security to check if this is really you and this is your student ID number. So I turned my back and approached my desk, and I was reaching for the phone to call the security. And when I looked again, she's gone. She's gone because she knows that she's not supposed to be there. And I know she found out that I actually know that she's not from that classroom, so she just left. And I'm glad she left. She didn't cause any more trouble. Most of the students, these 28 students, most of them were doing their work, so they're focused, and that's a good thing. It was a quiet class, but there was one student that I saw was using his cell phone. I actually thought he was cheating and trying to get the correct answer through his cell phone. But when I approached him, I wore my reading glasses and I looked at the cell phone, and it was actually a picture of somebody else's work. Like if there were 20 items, all the 20 items were answered in one sheet of paper. It was from another classmate, and he was just copying all the answers. And I said, "Oh, so that's what you're doing with your cell phone? Okay, I'm gonna write a note to your teacher that you actually didn't do anything. You were just chatting the whole time." And so then when it's like 5 minutes left, then he was just copying another student's work. So I told him that I will let the teacher know about it. And another thing, there was a girl student. When I asked the whole class, I asked them, I told them, can you all please be quiet? I said, can you all please be quiet? And she said, she looked at me and sarcastically she said, thank you. I like being loud. So I said, you know what? That's okay. I'm going to write it down. Your exact words, verbatim. I'm going to write it down here. You said, thank you. I like being loud. So then, yeah, I actually wrote a note to the teacher. So I said, you know what? Just wait for the notes from your teacher. When he comes back, you will know what I wrote about you. So just wait for it. That's a way to get an F. Yeah, Oliver. Anyway, you're a very good detective, Mrs. V from Hawking Red. Thank you. I'm, they can't, they think that they could outsmart me. No, because I know who belongs to the class and who don't. So it's one of my strategies, the seating chart, so that I will know if somebody there does not belong to the class. It's 12:11 a.m. and I'm waiting for a McDonald's from Half Mode. Okay, so anyway, on my fourth period, the last class, it was really a good class actually. I had 20 out of the 30 students, so 10 were absent, and that's a good thing for me because the less, the better. It was a great class, and because they were quiet and respectful, I gave them a cell phone privilege. I told them, well, since you're being nice and I'll be nice to you, when somebody asked me if they can use the cell phone, I said, yes, you can use your cell phone to listen to the music. And then when you're done with your work, you turn it in and I look at it and I'm happy with your work. I know that you did your best. You answered all the questions. Then you may use your cell phone. I mean, you're done. When you're done with your work, then what else are you going to do? So I told them you have this cell phone privilege. So there was one student, I think he's a Mexican. I think he was the first one to finish, and I think he's really smart. He really knows what he's doing. It's a math class, and I like that he was very helpful. He was going around and coaching these other students because he knows that they didn't know what to do. So I really appreciate that. And when I gave this little reward thing that I have, I know he was going around, but that was a good thing. So I also gave him this blue reward that I always give to my students. So other than that, I think yeah, I that class they were organized. They were quiet during dismissal compared to the third period where 5 minutes before the bell, everybody was standing and just being loud. Some of them were yelling. I said I didn't even uh, say that you could stand up. They just went on their own way and they were rowdy and loud. So I just sat on my desk and I'm thinking, okay, it's about 3 minutes before dismissal. I won't bother to tell them to be quiet anymore. But this last class, they were really very quiet and organized, and I really, really appreciated that. Miss D, see you at school. See you at school. I thought you were from Maryland, or yeah, is that Maryland? Mrs. D, I'm not sure if you heard me say this, but my class, how it had ours. Oh, how it had 46. Yeah. In Nivea, yeah, I know there were 46, 23 in one class section and another 23. So in your class, there's actually 46 kids on it. And I had to grade them. I had to submit grades to 209 students out of six classrooms. And I think that was too much. And I really did try my best to turn in the grades. But I think they based the grades they came up with a grade based on your baseline test. So I don't know what they're going to do with the test, with the grades that I submitted. Maybe they can use it for the next grading. So anyway, I'm I'm glad it's over. You said there's now 20 in Spanish. So 20 in Spanish and the rest are in leadership, right, Nivea? I really hope the best for you and your classmates, Nivea, and I'm gonna be back in your school on the 25th, which is a Tuesday, I think. But I will be with seventh graders because I was requested by one of the teachers, my favorite teacher in your school. She requested me to cover her for the 25th. So yep, I'll be back. Hope to see you there. Freddie Mayo, why do you keep on saying see you at school? Are you from here? I'm not really sure because I thought you were from another state. So anyway, Emily, I wish I took Spanish class. Yeah, it'll be nice to learn a second language and take Spanish class. Yep, hope to see you around from Nivea. Thank you. I'm now going to go back since I am done with this three classes that I wanted to share with you. Let me go back to your posts or messages here. Uh, okay. My art class does a full time. From TK. TK is here. Welcome and thank you for being here. I am 10% Philippines. You're 10% Filipino. Is that what you meant in Nivea? Okay, so probably your grandparents are Filipinos. I'm at the doctor room. TK, thanks for keeping us company while you are at the doctor's office. Um, when did I call you drunk? I don't remember. It must have been my brother. Oh, okay. So, yeah, that was, that was a few days ago or a week ago. But don't worry about it. It's over with, and I really don't want to go back to the past. And I don't, just don't worry about it. My classes are basically, guys, let's do some Fortnite dances from Oliver. I don't understand. Good Detective from Miss D. I think I read that. I don't understand why people cheat. It's just their own education they would be wasting. Exactly, health mode. Exactly. And that's a way to get an F. From Oliver, I read that. I used to cheat of the person next to me, then I figured out how to do the work later. That's good, Chester. Mrs. B, will you ever join us in the Discord? I actually have to ask my son to um, reinstall the Discord because I think it's been uninstalled on my computer, not the computer at the back there where they do the game streams. So I'm not sure, and I don't even remember the username and password. So it's a lot of work for me. Um, okay, so I think I'm up to date with all your comments here. We only learn French here in Canada. Oh, Emily, I think that's even better. I'm like, if I'm to choose between Spanish and French, I think I would choose French if there's a chance for me to choose. That's a very good language to learn. Emily, you don't want to take Spanish. It is hard from Nivea. No, I want to take Spanish because I'm fluent in Spanish and I would ace it. Oh, no wonder, Emily. Oh, I remember you're from Mexico and you moved to Canada. So yeah, you're fluent in Spanish. French is super hard as well. Yes, I understand French is really hard because there's too many like consonants, something. I remember when I was trying to learn Czech, the Czech language, when I went to Czech Republic in Prague, and then I bought this CD, how to speak Czech, and and I remember one of the comments from my priest friend. He told me, that shouldn't be the title of that book. How to learn Czech. I said, so what should it be? I think it should be, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Because like, are you crazy trying to learn this difficult language? So I really remember that. So anyway, um, can you show your son on camera now? He's actually with my grandson. They're in the other room, and they don't even know that I'm live streaming. So I don't think and they're playing. I just bought them a dominoes, a big one, lots of dominoes, because he's first grade and he's learning all these numbers, and I just handed it to him. I'm pretty sure he's playing with it right now. Mexicana, ha ha ha, yo sabe español. I, I can say shut your mouth in French, but I suck at spelling it. That's a good thing. Shut your mouth. But anyway, hello. Just wanted to stop by, but I gotta go. Thanks, PBHC, for stopping by. I really appreciate that you're stopping by. And Hardcore is here. What did I join to hear? And it, cállate. remember that. So anyway, guys, I would like to ask a favor from all of you. I would like to ask for your help because I made a goal, I made a personal goal to reach the 4,000 watch hours in order to be considered for monetization. So my goal is to reach 4,000 hours, watch hours. As of as of this time, I have about 3,300, and I wanted to reach 4,000 watch hours by the end of September. I have, I think, 11 more days, 11 or 12 days. It's 18th today, so I have less than 12 days to reach my goal. So I'm requesting everybody to help me, and I think it would, it's nice that you'll be a part of my of reaching my goal of reaching 4,000 watch hours by September 30th. So all I want you to do is to uh, watch my videos as much as you can. If you could go to my playlist and choose any of my playlists and then just play it, just play the whole playlist, watch it as much as you can until we can all reach my goal of 4,000 watch hours by September 30. So anyway, this is for everybody. I'm also gonna make a an announcement besides this one, if I could, so that I would be able to reach my goal. So again, I am asking everybody's help for me to reach my goal of 4,000 watch hours by September 30th. And all you have to do is to watch my videos, go to my playlist, choose any of the playlist, and then just watch it. I know there's no data used if you are in at home, so just do this at home. Watch my playlist, whatever's in the playlist that you chose, and um, no, a hardcore blood. We're just talking about saying shut your mouth in French. So there's nothing wrong with that. You just came in and we were talking about Spanish and French, and Emily mentioned, or Oliver mentioned about, saying shut your mouth in French. So anyway, so that's my request. I hope every one of you will help me reach my goal. Okay, so please go to my playlist and just play it. It's gonna continuously play. Like if you choose the daily inspiration and motivation, I think I have 56 videos in that playlist, and then in another playlist you can maybe even choose the on the road with Mrs. D, or you can choose the substitute stories. So choose any of the playlist and just play it, the entire playlist, and that would really help a lot if for me to reach my goal of 4,000 watch hours by September 30. I would be so proud and grateful to all of you if you could help me reach my goal of 4,000 watch hours by September 30th. Okay. So anyway, I would like to thank all of you for being here. It's almost 30 minutes, and this is my the limit that I'm putting in for myself when I do this live stream for the substitute teacher stories. I wanted to end by 30 minutes, and I have like a minute, yeah, just a minute left. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for being here, for keeping me company, for being loyal to me and to this live stream. And like I mentioned, I did this earlier, so I can do something else besides this live streaming. So again, thank you so much, and I'll see you again in my next stream. Probably, if I have time, I can do it tomorrow morning, and then I'll do one again at nighttime. So I will read all your comments later while I'm watching the America's Got Talent. So whatever comments that I missed, I will just read them later. Stickbot, I know you just came here, but I'm just about to sign off. So thank you very much for stopping by. Bye. Bye, Emily. Bye, TK. Hawk Mode. Emily. Stickbot. Nevea. Hardcore. TK. Who else is here? So anyway, if I forgot to mention your name, I know Hawking Red was here earlier. So thank you again and love you all. Night, night. Later, later.